mothers are real warriors, looking after their kin, even if it means fighting to the death. Join me as we dive into the wild to see if I can survive a day witnessing some of nature's fiercest moms defending their little ones. In the wild, anything can happen to a chick or a cub, especially if you're altricial, meaning you can't move or defend yourself after birth, like rabbits, eagles, cats, bears, or humans. Even animals that are born more developed, though, can still be in trouble. If you only have a few offspring a year, it's important to care for the ones you have. Just like human mothers, animal mothers have to be protector, feeder, teacher, guardian, and nurse. With so many threats that they face, animal mothers have to be adaptable and ready to take on whatever the world throws at them for the sake of their babies. Let's see how different animal mothers take on all these tasks. Let's start over in the savannah with leopards. In the wild, these mothers have to protect cubs not only from other animals, like hyenas, but also from human poachers. With competition getting tougher for all animals out here, it's no surprise that these careful mothers have gotten sneakier. Their cubs rely on them for 2 years, and in that time, they need to keep the cubs safe, fed, and teach them everything they need to know. They try to keep their cubs in dens, often reusing the den for multiple pregnancies. The aim of the game is to keep their cub hidden. Otherwise, it can get gory quickly. The mama and cub survived this time, but there's no guarantee that will happen next time. Next, let's look to the skies. Bald eagles are a majestic reminder about how teamwork makes the dream work. Eagle moms and dads will take turns on the nest, making sure the other has time to rest and eat so they can protect their chicks and keep them warm. At first, all the chicks need is warmth and food, but later, the chicks will also need to be taught how to hunt and survive the cruel world they live in. Whilst you wouldn't think much could take down a bald eagle, their young are snack-sized morsels for owls and any passing opportunistic hunters or scavengers. If mom or dad aren't there, then the chicks are as good as dead. Thankfully, there's almost always an adult around to keep these chicks safe. When thinking about animal mothers, there is always the prime example of what an animal mother should be, the mama bear. Looking at brown bears, it's easy to understand why these strong mamas are so defensive of their babies. Brown bears only start having cubs when they turn 5 years old, and only have a litter every 3 years or so. Their litters are only usually 2 or 3 cubs big, so they are one of the slowest populating mammals on Earth. No wonder they are so protective over their cubs. Mama bears have a lot of ways of defending their cubs. One surprising way is using humans as shields. If a mama bear lives close to a human settlement, she's less likely to encounter animals that will kill their babies. Like golden eagles. Or worst of all, male brown bears. Male brown bears will try to kill the young, so they can mate with the mother, as a mama bear won't get pregnant whilst she already has babies with her. Whilst humans will shoot at or kill bears, they won't kill a mother with her babies. So it means she can raise her young in peace, with the humans accidentally protecting them. If they don't have a human shield though, they have to protect their young from males the old-fashioned way, with teeth and claws. Our mama bear was able to fend off the male, but not without a cost. It's not likely that her baby will survive with these injuries. In some parks, as many as 50% of baby brown bears die before they're old enough to leave their mother's side at 1.5 years old. Most of these deaths are due to male brown bear attacks. However, these animals aren't senseless killing machines and have even shown behavior that we would call grieving. This mama will bury the cub that didn't survive, and its sibling may cry for weeks at its loss. However, Mama Bear still has one cub to raise, and whilst she is upset one cub didn't survive, so she has to make sure that this one does. That's the nature of being an animal mother. Bad things are gonna happen, but you still need to keep going so you and your baby survive. Mama Bear has to move on quickly. But it won't be bad forever. Like they can show grief, brown bears also show joy, happiness, and altruism. So it won't be long until she and her cub are okay again. One day, and soon, Mama Bear's cub will be old enough to tough it out alone. Maybe even one day making their own cubs. Animal mothers will always do anything to keep their young safe, even if that means putting themselves in danger. They will fight tooth and claw against predators, humans, and even their own kind if they have to. In the end, it's all worth it to see their babies grown and independent, using the skills their mothers taught them to survive, thrive, and make their own families. Nature can be cruel, bringing about destruction and hardship, but these animal mothers show us that there is a loving and nurturing side to nature too, one we may take for granted in our own lives sometimes. It's always worth making sure that we let our loved ones know we care, because nature can take them from us without a second thought. So, what did you think? Got any stories of protective animal mothers you know of? Let us know them in the comments. If you like this video, we've got more to come, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our other videos. We have more coming soon. We'll see you next time on Careless Wildlife.